And breaking first at 6, a police shooting in South Charlotte along one of Charlotte's busiest roads.
CMPD says that one of their officers had to shoot at a woman they say tried to run him over with her car. Now, we have live team coverage tonight at both of the scenes connected with this shooting.
And we begin with Fox 46's Will Lewis live at Tyvola Road and South Boulevard, where this all started. And we'll break this down for us, the timeline of what all happened here.
Well, what we can tell you, Brian, is that CMPD received a call for shots fired at EC Beauty Supply. Now, when the woman came out of EC Beauty Supply, an officer was arriving on the scene and there were more shots fired. Now, that officer arrived on a dirt bike, or the CMPD's version of a dirt bike. And we're going to go ahead and go to the opposite side of the scene where we're standing at, which is closer to where you should be able to see the officers and that bike. Now, like we said, that officer arrived on the bike and the woman still tried to run that officer over. So he had to jump off of his bike to try and save his life, according to CMPD Police Chief Johnny Jennings. Now, the woman continued to still try and run the officer over, and he had no other choice but to fire his weapon, according to the chief. And like you said, this is two scenes. This is just one of the scenes, but this is the main scene because this is where that woman fired the shots and that officer had to use his service weapon. But they did catch up to the woman and take her into custody. Now, she is at a local hospital, and right now there is no update on her condition. Now, Chief Jennings says he was here at the scene when he talked to us, but he was leaving from this scene to go talk to that officer to see how he was doing. He says the officer wasn't injured, but he was taken to a local hospital for a checkup just to make sure that everything was okay. And of course, he had to fire his service weapon, so they are going to talk to him about this. Now, SBI will be here to investigate, and of course, we're working to get more information on this. But I do want to let you know, because this is a very active scene, and we've talked about this being blocked off. Anybody trying to get to Tyvola Road and to their houses on the east side need to come in on Park Road. That was told to us by CMPD, and that way they can get to their residence, because they say they may be here for a little while. But for now, reporting in Southwest Charlotte, Will Lewis.
Hey, Will, while we have you, a quick question for you, just for clarification. Originally, that call came in that shots were fired at that beauty supply store. Were the shots fired inside the business, or were the shots fired outside of the business?
From what we're told right now, it sounds like it was both. It was inside and outside. Outside was in that parking lot, which is directly right across the street from us, just kind of catty corner from us, and inside as well. And that's when that original call came.
Okay, and I know you're working to be able to get the details of this case. One other quick question for you. Is it clear as to how many people had a gun, or was it this woman that we're talking about as the suspect? And are we confirming that she had a gun?
It's not clear right at this time. I'm not confirming that.
Okay.
What we're talking is just going with what the chief had told us, that the shots were fired and this woman was trying to hit that officer who arrived.
Okay, Will Lewis, thank you so much from the scene as to where the shooting happened.
All right, we want to go to that second scene connected to this case that Will was talking about. It's on Cedar Creek Lane off of Johnston Road in South Charlotte. It's not far away from where the initial shooting took place. And let's go to Fox 46's Taylor Young, who's live at the scene right now. And Taylor, what can you tell us from your standpoint?
Yeah, Brian, we're standing in the back end of that neighborhood, and as you can see, there is crime tape surrounding an entire parking lot that leads to a dead end. Now, residents say around 4:30, dozens of police cars swarmed this neighborhood, chasing what they describe as another vehicle driven by a woman and stopping just beyond where this police tape ends. Now, those who live nearby say they did not hear any gunshots, but did see a helicopter flying over. And we got here about an hour ago, and we saw the majority of those police cars leaving this area. Now, there is still a scene here. We also saw multiple medics leave the area as well. Now, many who live in this community, they're all outside on their porches. They're wondering what's going on. Now, there are, of course, a lot of questions about what went on in their community, and this is developing news. So we'll absolutely have more information for you as soon as we learn more.
All right, certainly a very busy scene in South Charlotte there. Taylor Young, thank you very much. And we'll continue to stay on this story throughout the evening with new details on Fox 46's digital platforms, and also tonight on Fox 46 News at 10.